This video is the meat of HUD customization, and to get to this stats panel here, just go to HUD options, player preferences, and then click the stats tab here. The way this is laid out, there's three main areas here. You got the available stats on the left, display these stats, which is the HUD stats that are currently displayed, color ranges, where you can change the color of HUD stats, and then the options for abbreviation name here. We went over this a little bit in the HUD pop-up customization video. The 8 veranda here is the font size for a particular HUD stat. So if you wanted your steel stat to be a bigger font size, you just click that and change the font size. The adjust color for sample size makes it so that when you have less samples on someone, that the HUD element is lighter. So as you get more HUD samples, the HUD element is going to get brighter. Minimum samples, if you set that to 10, it would require 10 samples of this steel before that HUD element would appear. The abbreviation is the abbreviation when use abbreviations is checked in the appearance tab over here. And then decimals, so like a 3-bet stat, you might, since it's real low, it's, 1 to 6% or something generally, you're going to want to have at least one decimal there. And, you could go 2 if you wanted as well. And then the display for opponents and you, I wouldn't really mess with that. That is just what it is. If you check it to display for, or uncheck it, it's not going to show it. So just use those. Now I'm going to show you how to use some of these things. So in another video, I made a heads-up HUD, a new configuration, and I'm going to use this as an example. So first thing I want to do is I want to use this for all my sites. So I'm going to say any site, click apply, and then here, let me close this and show you the replayer here. You can see now it switched to this HUD that I was editing. Go back in here. And for heads up, you want, probably some small blind and big blind VPIP stuff. So I'm going to remove all of this stuff here. And I'm going to go over to VPIP and select the big small blind here. I'm going to add that, and I'm also going to add the big blind. And we're going to add the preflop raise stat and a 3-bet stat at the end here. So this is my new HUD. Let me bring the, I can't bring it over, but if you could see the HUD or the replayer right now, as soon as I click apply, you would see that the HUD would change to these new stats. So I just clicked apply, and it looks kind of the same, but trust me, it did change. Now you see that all these are, they're white. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is color coding here. And, as you select the different stats here, things change over here. So let's just go to the 3-bet and color code this guy. I'm not a heads-up specialist, but I would say anything from 0 to, say, 3.5% is a fairly tight person. I'm going to give him a red, and then I'm going to click add. Oops, I clicked it twice. I'm going to delete one of these. And then from like 3.5 to, say, 7, would be an average player. Click add again. And then anything over 7, 7 to infinity, it's saying is going to be white. So we want to change that. I'm going to delete the number here and, and then change the color for the infinity to green and click edit. So now, when I click apply on this, you're going to see the 3-bet stat color change. Anything under 3.5 is red, 3 to 5 is 7, and anything over 7 is going to be green. So I'm going to click apply and OK and bring the replayer window back over. And you can see, my 3-bet here is 7%, so it's yellow. And then this guy is 50%, so it's green. The next thing you might want to do is make one of these stats bigger than the other one so that it stands out. So I'm going to go back to player preferences here, and the small blind VPIP, we want this guy to stand out, so I'm going to click the choose font here, and I'm going to make it 12, and I'm going to apply it. Click OK, and I'm also going to do that for the big blind VPIP. and make this 12, apply it, click OK. And now when I click apply here and close this and bring back the replayer, you can see that the HUD stats, just these two HUD stats now have gotten larger. So that is HUD customization in a nutshell. If you have questions about the Appearance tab here or the Use For tab, be sure to check out the videos for that as well.